I unbuttoned my pants.
I also unbuttoned my pants. It feels so much better. Feel free to put your nose on it.
Well, for me, I was a latecomer who in turn sold it to me, and I broke the controller. That was a great story. Not really.
It was 1 and a 1, like Trey said last episode.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to BlueCase Gaming Podcast. I'm your host, Patrick. With me, as always, well, not always, but Tyler and Trey, and then Adam and Ruben finally showed up to make the Fantastic Five, a group again. Tyler, how are you doing today, sir?
Doing pretty good. It's been a nice, awesome day, and just a lot of fun. Ruben, how are you doing today?
You know, buddy, I'm doing pretty good. It was not an eventful day at the slightest. I just went and paid my taxes and signed for them, and then I rode the horse.
A
Rode the
car
horse around.
catching on fire is
No
eventful?
cars at all caught on fire.
That's not eventful.
Well, I mean, we did talk about it on the pre-show, but
Listen to that pre-show if you want to hear the story.
Yeah. Listen, tune in.
Yeah, it's one you don't want to miss. Sorry, Patrick. I was just going to say, it was junk and sitting there anyways. That's just a good excuse to get it out of the yard.
$4,000 worth of junk.
Yeah.
But is it really going to get out of the yard?
I hope so.
You guys don't have like a bunch of cars just all over your yard, do you?
We've got a couple.
That's not what you had to waste a whole day putting a tire on the other day, was it?
No, I'm glad.
Okay.
I'd be pissed.
Wait, it took you an entire day to put a tire on?
No, it was more than just a tire. It was like 3 or 4 tires, but
He had to put a tire on a rim.
we had to manually break
okay.
it down. So you got to break it down, lube it up. slide
Spoilers,
on
it didn't
there.
work.
well, Adam, how are you doing today, sir?
I am doing great. I also did not have a very eventful day. Spent most of the day at home. And then came to this. I was a little disappointed because I thought we were going to get dinner beforehand. And I'm hungry. So let's hurry up.
Hashtag fatty.
Tyler, how are you doing?
I already went. Trey, how are you doing today?
Well, thanks, Adam, for going to Tyler. I know we look a lot alike since we're brothers and everything.
Except I'm the fat one.
I don't know about that.
Actually, all I really cared about was hearing what Tyler had to say. I wasn't paying attention when he talked.
Oh. You want to go again, Tyler, since he doesn't know what was said?
It was a good day. Trey, how you doing today?
Okay. Yeah, my day's great, guys. I'm here with you. Tyler woke me up, and I made my way over here because I almost forgot it was podcast day. But other than that, I've been pretty good. Pat, what about you, buddy?
I had a pretty good day. I had to return a pop figure to Amazon because the box was ripped. And on my way out, I got a phone call from Hot Topic. So if you guys follow the show, you'll know that like a couple of episodes ago, I got an email from them after a purchase, and I was like pretty not happy, but surprised that it seemed like it was actually a real person, emailing me, not just a bot or something like that. So, I gave them praise on the show, and then it was probably last Friday, somewhere around in there, and I went in there and I talked to the girl in person, and they like completely 100% like almost refused to help me. So I was pretty disappointed in that. But then I get a phone call today telling them that I had a Monkey D. Luffy pop figure's in. So out of the blue, I didn't even ask them to do that or nothing. So I felt like that was pretty cool.
So they went from, one person not having good customer service to most everybody else is pretty awesome.
Someone else taking it upon themselves to be like, hey, that guy wanted one, so
yeah,
we're going to get him
We're
one.
going to go up above and beyond and take care of this guy and say, hey, we're going to make $12 on this sale.
$12.50.
$12.50.
Speaking of, you have way more.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Way more. I don't even know how many you've added, but
Now listen, if I had to count, which I'm terrible at counting, I'd say maybe 2 more.
there's definitely
Come on now.
definitely more than
maybe 2, man.
2 times 10, maybe.
Listen. I have a problem.
Are you closing in on like 60 or 70 pop figures, or what's the numbers?
No, I don't think I'm that high yet. I think
I did a brief count there. I see 18 on the top shelf,
I
and
bet
then you
it's
got
over
another
60.
Huh.
it's close to 50, I believe.
And how many for this week? Total.
I mean,
How many for this month? Let's
Okay,
say
so
this for this month.
I mean,
they're all-
technically today is Tuesday, so it's only like 2 days.
So
But for the last 3 weeks.
yeah, for the podcast.
Since the last podcast?
Yeah.
55 at least.
Oh, well, I got 3 today, and then I had 14 come in yesterday. 13 come in yesterday, and then I don't think I got any more after last time.
So my 2 times 10 was actually pretty close.
It was pretty close, yeah.
Yeah.
What
I'm
does
surprised.
your wife say when you spend all this money on pop figures?
Well, we haven't heard from the bankruptcy lawyer yet, but she's probably not going to be very happy when he calls. I don't think she cares much. We're just kind of fooling about, but I make sure all my bills are paid first before we go and waste money on stuff.
Luckily, you got a pretty decent paying job.
And so does she.
Yeah.
So, we're not well off, but we're decent. So I can drop an amount that I don't want to say.
$100 to $200 there a week.
Well, I mean,
You're pretty good off.
I've got probably $400 up there on the wall at least. I'd say probably closer to 5.
She must really love you.
Yeah, that's what she says.
Tyrone.
So yeah. Hot Topic did me good. I had one other piece, but I can't remember it off the top of my head because I've got a terrible memory.
Fluff
Yeah.
from one of our listeners, or is that something else?
Not yet.
Oh.
I remember now. So I sent you guys a picture a while back, and you guys probably don't remember it without me saying it.
Picture of Nami.
No, but that was a pretty good picture. No, it was a picture of a piece of mail that I received personally for BlueCase, owner of BlueCase Gaming.
Right.
I didn't think anything of it. Okay, whatever. I got another I got another like a thick book magazine today from Uline, which they make a lot of like plastic bags for popcorn or kettle corn, I believe, if I remember in my experience. But they have a ton of other stuff in there. But so it dawned on me that how did they get my address? Because I've never filled anything out BlueCase Gaming at my address. Someone sold our information. Because that's like the 5th piece of mail that I've got that says BlueCase Gaming and my address.
So yeah, because we divvied up a lot of our stuff when we were doing this. I don't remember who put their information on what. I'm trying to remember.
So the only thing I can think of is maybe GoDaddy.
Yeah, because you did buy the domain through GoDaddy.
That really aggravates me. Because
did you do the website one too?
probably, I can't remember. It doesn't matter, but it's the principle. Like I get 34 junk emails a day. Most of those probably my fault. Like I've put my email into this stupid app or something, and then now I get junk mail from that. I get a lot of junk mail from weird stuff that my brother has done to me. So I haven't given my actual physical address and BlueCase Gaming to anybody. So someone sold it. Or they're using it. Like that aggravates me quite a bit.
Hopefully nobody else is using our name and stuff out there in the world.
I gotta ask, why does it aggravate you?
Because it's the principle. The principle is just like, I don't care if Uline wants me to buy their products or this company, Stamps.com, sent me a thing so we could get stamps. Like, I don't care. Like, they shouldn't. I've never filled anything out with my address and our company name.
But you did on something, though. And
When I purchased, I didn't say that this was BlueCase Gaming's address. I put my address for the debit card or credit card that I used to pay the bill, but not BlueCase Gaming.
terms of service.
So they're ripping us off.
Terms of service.
They sold our info.
Terms of service.
I know. I'm just saying. I think I'm pretty aggravated by that. You guys don't seem to care.
I didn't get the mail, so it's
I'm
okay.
gonna be honest,
And if you want to
I
like
don't
slip it under my
understand.
door or something, sometime, I wouldn't care.
No. I'm just saying, like,
As long as I can put it on your debit card.
So then in that case, that gives anybody else at all that you've ever put any kind of information in the okay to sell your stuff.
So
Yes,
it was
basically.
stamps.com. What was the thing you got that you sent us a picture of, or was that the stamps thing?
It was something for a loan. Like we could get like up to $5,000 worth of a loan or something.
People's trying to scam us and make money off of us.
But it aggravates me that in the world that we live in today, you can't do anything without people selling your information to try and sell you more crap.
Yeah.
So, hey, when you guys come to BlueCaseGaming.com and you give us your address, I can't give you 100% that we won't sell your info because...
Wait. wait. We're not going to sell our info.
We're not going to. But, Gmail is pretty crooked probably, so is YouTube.
Well, at that time, we should have a
Google.
BlueCaseGaming.com
Hopefully.
email, which we should probably do that.
Probably.
You know what? We'll get right on that.
Yeah.
So I have one real quick question for you.
Yes, sir.
Where'd you get the Skyrim pops at?
I got part of them at a GameStop and part of them at Amazon. You were there with me when I bought a couple of them.
Well, I mean, I was there when you bought the Nord and the... What else? I think you got the Whiterun Guard that day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other ones are actually not Skyrim. They're Elder Scrolls Online.
Well, yeah. That's why I was asking about the Skyrim ones, because, looking to round out that one.
Yeah, Amazon.
All right. Because Books A Million is a letdown.
So, it's not a letdown, or at least what I hear. Final Fantasy VII.
Final Fantasy VII Remake is not a letdown. The original Final Fantasy VII is also not a letdown, but the remake is going to be awesome. So I read somewhere this past week with an interview from the series creator. I'm not even going to butcher his name because, it's Japanese and stuff like that. Anyway, so the rumor on the street is that each episode, because they were talking about Final Fantasy Remake and they were saying it's going to be episodic.
I don't like that at all.
Hang on. Each episode is going to be the size of a full game. So you buy each episode and it's a full game in and of itself. And then when the next one comes out, what it's going to be is like a different story, a side story, or a different character's perspective, or and
like what they did with Final Fantasy IV when they released it mobily. It was the after years, I think. They released it in episodic, formulas. They released a couple chapters each month that you could download, and it was from a different character's perspective in the world.
yeah, but this is more like they're talking on the scope of Final Fantasy 13. Like that is the size of each game that they're wanting to go for.
Yeah, I know that, but I was just saying it's the same principle.
Yeah,
as
kind
what
of.
they've done.
Yeah, and the creator of Final Fantasy was asked, so will we be seeing characters from some of the Final Fantasy VII spin-offs? And he said, at this moment in time, they are trying to compile which stories they want to tell, and that it is a very real possibility that characters from like Dissidia Final Fantasy, I think that was one of the
Dissidia
Dissidia Final Fantasy, wasn't that part of like Final Fantasy VII?
Are you talking about Crisis Core?
Yeah.
Crisis Core was part of that.
There's one, Crisis Core was like the prequel, and then there was a
Yeah.
sequel type.
Oh, well, there was a Dissidia Duodecim or whatever, and there was a Dissidia. They were both for the PSP, I believe, and I don't think they had anything to do with the Final Fantasy VII storyline, but they had it where a bunch of different characters from each Final Fantasy world came together, and they were trying to beat the main antagonist, whoever that was.
Anyway, I digress. But anyway, he said that there's a very real possibility though that some of those characters from the spin-offs could be showing up within some of these episodes. I just think it's really exciting because right now I'm playing through the original Final Fantasy VII on my Vita, and I am enjoying it immensely. So I'm really excited though to see Final Fantasy VII on the PS4 in HD, looking all beautiful. It's going to be kind of in the veins of Kingdom Hearts as far as like the action aspect of it. Combat's going to be in real-time action kind of stuff. So that's pretty exciting for me.
So they're changing up the combat?
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
He said, the creator of Final Fantasy said that, the times have kind of changed since Final Fantasy VII came out, and they felt like with, being a remake and all, that they wanted it to be fresh.
So it's going to be more like Final Fantasy 15
Yeah.
in that real-time aspect.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of Final Fantasy 15, have any of you guys played the Platinum demo?
Nope, I have not.
All right, you guys really need to hop on that.
Can you download it off the store?
Yeah, it's on PSN right now. It's been there since like last week.
My internet's screwed up, so.
It's phenomenal. I believe I was in a party chat with Patrick when I fired it up for the first time, and I believe my reaction was holy. And yeah, it's gorgeous.
I believe the word that he missed there was crap.
Holy crap.
I didn't,
Holy crap!
Or cow.
I didn't know
Could've
if
been
we
cow.
could say that on.
Crap? We can say crap.
Well, I mean, it wasn't necessarily crap that I said.
Well, we
Oh,
don't-
well, when we get the point, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Holy
anyway,
poop.
no.
Holy cow!
Yeah, holy cow. So anyway, what
Holy
I was
cow.
saying there was,
Holy cow.
Holy poop.
it's
Yeah.
it's a pretty interesting demo because it's something that's not like part of the main game. So like you go through Noctis's like dream as a child, and you go through all these different different worlds, I guess would be like within his dream, and as you go, you can find these little switches that you turn on, and it introduces you to a new gameplay mechanic. So some switches act as weapons, and you get a new weapon for it. Others allow you to turn into a vehicle and drive around.
Does it look like somebody moved the camera a little bit?
What do you mean? Does it look like somebody moved the camera? Looks the same. Ruben's not in the picture blocking me.
Like, yeah, I can hardly see Adam at all and Trey. And, like, you can see this side super clear now.
I don't know. Yeah, it'd be fine.
This just in, there might be a ghost in Tyler's house.
Whoa! I think Tyler just wants everybody to see him, not me and Adam. So
No,
That's why I sat directly in the center so everybody could see me.
You
well,
vain
Ruben's,
jerk.
I'd rather not be on camera at all, to be
You're
honest.
so conceited.
so
Ruben,
conceited.
if you can just turn it to where they get in the picture.
No, it's
Put it-
fine.
Put it,
It's
put it
fine.
right on their face.
Put it on
Anyway,
the star of the
anyway,
show, Mr. Tyler Murphy, everyone.
I'm the star of the show, actually.
No.
That's
I
why I'm
don't-
dead center to the camera.
When did we agree on that?
Episode 1 when I became the host.
Yeah, see, anyway, back to
back-
Final Fantasy 15. So, yeah, you find different switches and introduce you to the different gameplay aspects of Final Fantasy 15. The driving on this game is incredibly smooth. Combat is fluid. It felt great.
Is it like, how would you describe the combat?
I would describe it
Exactly like Kingdom Hearts?
almost, yes, to a T.
Or
of
do you have to
Kingdom
wait
Hearts.
for a bar to fill up as you do stuff?
No, there's no bars. It's
So
just
it's like a hack and slash.
kind of, yeah.
Kind of like it,
Yeah.
with more strategy, probably.
Yeah,
involved.
because you can only equip one weapon at a time. So you've got
Do
a
you-
sword, a great sword, and a mallet.
Do you auto attack on there, or do you press a button to attack?
You press a button to attack.
Okay, good. I was scared that it was going to be like, an MMO like 14 was, where you auto attacked and then you had your skills that you did. But I like the sound of this game even more.
No, it's you press the button to attack, and like one weapon at a time, and that also applies to spells.
Okay, so when you get involved in a battle, like, does it, is it like real time in the world? Like you run into this group of creatures and like you can just start attacking them right there, kind of like Far Cry 4, or is it like where you run into them like any RPG where you run into them and then it switches to a battle screen and you run around a little area?
No, it is right there on the world map, and you see enemies before you get up on them. Something they've talked about in the past is that There's going to be a stealth mechanic, and there was a gameplay video that was released of like a stealth portion of the game with Noctis and the crew just kind of like sneaking around this enemy base. And so, I mean, like enemies are all right there, just like, any other open world game. And, like I was saying with combat though, like you can choose your weapon or you can choose a spell, but you can't have a weapon and a spell equipped at the same time. At the end of the demo, you go into a boss fight and you fight an iron golem. And like you go from being little kid Noctis to adult Noctis, and that's when you finally get introduced to the warp mechanic. And it's
where he throws the sword.
Yeah. Which the warp works pretty good. It could be a challenge at times in the main game. Like if you're locked onto the boss, it's really hard to like get unlocked, and then find a warp point and then jump to that warp point. And one of the problems I was having in the demo, and the first time I died in the demo was during the boss fight. The first time I tried it, I warped away from the boss and like up the side of this building. And when I got to the top, for some reason or another, he let go of the sword. Like, I don't know if you just have to like hold the button, once you get warped, but he let go of the sword and I plummeted to my death. It was gruesome.
Oh no!
I know.
Maybe I wasn't paying attention well enough. When did we go from Final Fantasy VII to Final Fantasy 15?
I see. That's the beauty of it. I had a smooth transition from Final Fantasy VII to Final Fantasy 15.
So smooth.
Yeah.
I also missed it.
We can get the rest of this information by downloading the demo and playing it for ourselves, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. I'm sorry if I spoiled anything.
Spoiler
for
alert
anyone.
for the demo.
It's
Not sure if that's a real spoiler alert or not.
It's not a real spoiler alert. I mean, it's pretty cut and dry what's going on in the demo, and it has its own little story, which I won't spoil for you. Also, another fun little fact about Final Fantasy 15. While we're talking about it, they announced that there will be an airship in Final Fantasy 15.
There's always got to be an airship in every Final Fantasy game. That's
Always
just
gotta
part
be an
of
airship.
it, man.
I know. So, but like the way you get the airship is pretty awesome. It's going to be part of your car.
What?
Oh.
So we have error correct from, I believe, last week. We said that Overwatch was a Xbox One exclusive.
Xbox and PC?
I believe it's actually coming to PS4 also. So
Is it?
why don't we do this? Why don't Trey, you're up next, and then I will do the old searchity search.
Before I talk about my topic, which isn't going to be very long, but I just wanted to ask everybody what they've been playing this week, because we didn't really cover that too much.
Oh, we're doing the news now, so we'll do that after the news.
Oh, we're going to do it after the news?
Yeah, we'll do it after the news.
Okay.
That way we stay.
Yes, it is going to PS4.
Oh.
At
Anyway.
least that's what IGN says.
My bad.
Since we usually talk about what we play before we do the news,
But
we're not going to start now.
I mean, no, we can go ahead and unstart.
We don't want to get
Yeah,
off
but-
topic. We
but
might
then
as
if
well
we-
get the
We're,
news.
we're
That
not, we're
throws
not
off
getting
the
off
whole
topic
show, I mean-
because it's going to put me where I want to be.
Hey, Ruben, what have you been playing lately?
Lately,
Wait,
I've
wait,
been-
now hold on. Trey?
No, I want to go last because that's
I'm
going
not-
into my
you
topic.
You gotta.
Ruben, what you been playing this week?
I've been playing some Clash Royale and some more of the
Let's be honest,
Fire
Ruben.
Emblem.
Do you even play games?
That's what I was kind of there. Come on, get him.
Yes.
What about
Just a
you, Tyler?
little.
I've seen you played Fallout 4. You played anything else?
I've only played Fallout 4.
I also put in about an hour this morning on Fallout 4.
Yeah, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. Pat?
I've actually got the Lego itch again. I've been playing Lego Batman 3 and Lego Marvel's Avengers.
I hear they have a cream for that.
I haven't found it yet. Both of them are pretty good. Both of them entertaining if you like Lego games. Also playing Fallout 4. It hadn't hit me yet.
I'm gonna tell you a secret about it.
Just keep going.
I'm gonna platinum it.
Oh yeah, Mr. Platinum Hunter over here always going for platinum.
I am enjoying it enough to go for the platinum in that game.
Sure.
So, and
So-
it's actually not that hard of a platinum.
Just
Yeah,
a little,
yeah.
just
It's
a
really
little
not.
update for you guys. I was looking on PSN today, and out of curiosity, I looked up who has the most platinums, and the platinum trophy goes to Patrick with 22, with
Which,
Tyler.
Yeah.
if you
Wait.
Yeah,
wait,
we weren't going to.
we weren't gonna throw
And-
out
and
our
we talked
Someone
about it.
hasn't been listening to the last couple weeks of podcasts.
we actually talked about it.
Oh, we're not going to talk about.
We've already talked about platinums too.
So
Whoever's winning.
22 is the
Excuse me?
max.
Excuse me.
No. I think what he
I bet Tyler's got
misspoke. I
around
think what he meant
18.
1,022.
No, that was your total trophies.
Adam, what have you been playing this week?
I've been playing Fallout 4 also. It's kind of growing on me, but at the same time, it's still kind of a grind to play it. And yeah, I'm just not that into it. It really makes me sad because I wish it was an Elder Scrolls game. And then I've also been playing Hyrule Warriors Legends on the 3DS.
Very nice. So anyway, why I wanted to say that is because I have actually started playing a game that I used to play on the PS4, but my buddy talked me into getting it for the Xbox One.
Rocket League.
And no, I'm talking about Destiny and the Taken King. So it includes the original Destiny game, expansion 1 and 2, and the Taken King. And the reason why I wanted to say that is I've been playing that, and my buddy's trying to get me caught up, raid ready for the update that happened today. That's 4.12, of course, and this is update 2.2. So in this update, they went from raising the light level up to from 320 to 335. So max before it was 320, and now it went to 335. So certain things are going to drop higher gear. They've made numerous changes to classes. There's a whole patch note you can see from Bungie. But the big changes pretty much, of course, was the raising the light level, and then they re-released kind of a Prison of Elders, which I haven't done any of that, and me and my buddy's planning to do some of it. But it's actually a pretty big update. Just to, they give us an update to really keep everybody interested. Anyway, Tyler, did you have something you want to add?
No.
Other than that, guys, that's pretty much what I got to say. If you want to, look more into it, look at Bungie, and then look at that patch notes for 2.2.
Did anyone pick up Dark Souls 3 today?
No.
I'm gonna go pick that up after this.
Are you sure? Because we're getting ready to go on vacation.
I got it. Don't worry.
And you're going to have to be able to pay me.
You
Oh,
should
yeah.
probably buy Ratchet and Clank instead of Dark Souls.
I've already
Speaking of that,
basically
Ruben,
got that.
I got to talk to you after this
Uh,
podcast.
All right.
Speaking of Ratchet and Clank, I saw Mr. Jacob had it.
Yeah.
I believe I made a
Oh, yeah,
comment about that.
That's what I need to. I need to pay him for that.
He wanted to come on the show today and talk about it, but we had a full table.
What happened?
So
We could have had him.
no, five is plenty. I think we need to stick with five. Five is the magic
We
number.
had 6 the one.
Yeah, I know
time.
we've had sex, but that doesn't mean we need to have sex.
Well, he can come on next week and fill my spot.
Oh, you're already preemptively saying you're not going to be here next week?
Yes.
What about you, Ruben? We know you're
talked
probably
about
not going to
this.
be here next week.
We talked about this today,
Well, I
Patrick.
mean, if you say it like that, I probably won't be.
Well, I mean, come on, let's be honest. So, Tyler,
We're back to news.
what do you got today, sir?
So a little bit of an update to the PS4 update 3.5. Some things that weren't mentioned in the patch notes. They brought back being able to stream music through your USB, which is if you guys do that, probably glad to know that's back. And they limited the party chat size. You can limit your party chat size from 2 to 8. Just little quick reminders there for those. There's one other thing, can't remember what it was, but wasn't that important.
What do you mean limit from 2 to 8?
You can limit your party, like say, us three.
Because there was always a max of 8.
Right. You can limit, like if you only want 4 people and you get the 4 people you want in, then nobody else can join.
Why not just make a private party and invite them yourself?
Some people don't like to make private parties.
That's all I make.
Yeah, I actually don't like making private parties,
Why?
and that way anybody can join.
He wants
Why
to
would you
be able to turn the knob and for it to open.
Plus, it's also nice to not have to be invited to join. Which is,
I mean,
which is
I
nice.
agree.
I always invite you and you never join.
I invited both Tyler and Trey today twice, and I did not receive anything.
I was probably on, but I wasn't really on.
You were watching Hulu.
Was I?
I think so.
That'd
yeah.
be why, yeah.
and I was actually letting time pass in my for my my peoples to get maximum
Fallout
happiness.
4.
Yeah, in Fallout 4, what my area,
Your bases.
my base area.
Sanctuary.
Ruben, you're gonna have to talk up a little bit.
Front.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not coming in very loud. I can't hardly hear that
I'm
one.
not.
I couldn't hear him at all when he just spoke.
Huh.
I can
All
hear
right.
him.
Your camp.
I'm sorry.
Your camp. Is that the word
Settlement.
on?
Yeah, my
Settlement.
settlement.
There you
Thank
go.
you. That's the word I wanted. Finally, somebody told me what it was. Gears of War beta starts April 18th. I know there's going to be a lot of Xbox One people out there that really wants that game. Trey, what do you think about that? You going to get that game when it comes out?
No.
No.
Not unless my buddy gets it. I don't
Huh.
know anything about Xbox One. I just play it.
You played the other Gears of War, though, haven't you?
No.
I've played them.
Mm-mm.
I've beaten all
Never.
3.
Pretty good games. I recommend it. Just saying.
Well, I
First
mean,
Halo.
you know,
I've never played any of them.
I
to
do
be able to
re-
play them, you'd have to actually buy an Xbox One, Tyler.
And like I said, after vacation, I am buying an Xbox One.
It's okay. Okay.
Uh, Quantum Break was the #1 seller for a week in the United Kingdom across all platforms. Yay for them.
What game was it?
Quantum Break.
What's that?
Wasn't that
about?
only an Xbox exclusive?
Yes, it was.
It was on PC too.
Well, yeah, it was on PC.
So then it outsold anything PS4 had to offer.
Mm-hmm.
Light week for PS4, I guess.
Yeah. And I don't know if you guys heard about. I don't know if you guys are even any God of War fans, but there was a possible concept art leak. Looks like it might, and in the concept art, it shows Nordic mythology setting, a Nordic mythology setting.
With Kratos?
So is
believe so.
Kratos going to be taking on the Norse gods?
Well, like I've heard some rumors about that. And yeah, it is somebody who was a reliable source said that it was supposed to be set in Norse mythology, but they did not give a concrete answer whether it was going to be Kratos or not.
Yeah, so
Halls of Valhalla.
it's all.
You know, I really hope that. I know this is going to sound bad because Kratos is basically like the whole God of War thing, but I really hope they don't try and put Kratos into Norse mythology. It's time for a new protagonist. They've done the Greek to death.
It's gonna be Thor. Can we get Thor?
No, I mean,
it's not
here,
going to be a major god like that.
here's my thing. Like, if you do a God of War game and it's not Kratos, then it's not a God of War game. Then change the name and just.
No, I mean,
it
no,
could still
because
be.
it could be.
No, it could not.
Oh yeah,
It's Norse
good.
gods.
Very
It's a
easily.
god.
God
yeah,
of
but it's got to
kittens.
be. It's got to be Kratos.
Kratos didn't start
That'd be
out
like
as a god.
that'd
He
be
was a
like
man.
that'd be like doing an Uncharted game
Hercules.
without
but-
Nathan Drake.
They could possibly do it.
Yeah,
That's possible too.
Wait, what
Yeah.
about Assassin's Creed game?
Yeah.
They all have different characters.
well, yeah, but that's because that story is built like that.
Yeah, but
You can't
God of
make
War and-
what you can't make what seven games
There's
of
like
all
a
Kratos.
God of
What-
War.
what are they
for
gonna
the
call it then?
Norse.
Maybe it's God of War Snow Bunnies.
okay, God of War it is.
God of War Ragnarok or something would be
Yeah.
pretty sweet.
So what
Anyway,
else you got?
Off of that horrible topic.
Whoa. God of War is a great game. Just saying.
Well, I don't know if
um,
I'd go great game, but
I enjoy it a lot.
we jump right
No,
back
just-
into it.
There's nothing. There's
I remember some good times with timed events where you could get some very interesting things to happen, okay?
Yeah.
there was some
There-
interesting quick time events.
I think I remember joining Aphrodite. That's all.
So they
I'll
had
say.
some sexy time. Is what you're saying.
So what I was gonna say was there's nothing better than ripping the head off a zombie and then stabbing him in the body 50 times before you cut him in half and then whatever crazy things that they could it was just over the top action. It was great.
Okay, so guys, from now on, we need to just keep Adam on that side of the table. He's got some weird, likes ripping heads off of things, stabbing them 50 times, cutting them in. I don't know, man. No, and I agree. I enjoyed what I played of them, but I mean, great game. Like we're just gonna throw the word great out for anything. Then, we need to be more selective.
Hannah Montana on the DS was a phenomenal game.
Tyler, what else you got for us, buddy?
So since I screwed up the whole Blizzard Overwatch apparently not being a Xbox One PC exclusive, I apologize to everybody. All of our.
I think that was actually me.
Oh, was that you?
I'm pretty sure it was me.
Oh, I thought I said that.
We both probably said it.
I know the beta wasn't on PS4.
Well, I'm not apologizing.
Well, you should be sorry. Steering us all in the wrong direction. No,
I'm sorry.
I should have known that. Should have looked that up. Anyway, speaking of Blizzard, though, they changed the pose for Tracer. I don't know if you guys got to see the screenshots or not. And I wasn't happy that they were going to change it.
Mm-hmm.
But when I seen what they changed it to, I'm actually okay with it. So she's now standing on one leg, kind of like a flamingo with her back still turned. So you still see her butt. Pretty much not much has changed. She's just standing on one leg and one arm's up like this, the other one's up like that.
So she's like I'm
In
a
her
little
flamingo
teapot.
dance.
Like the I'm a little teapot thing.
Yeah, kind of like that on one leg. I mean, she still looks like Tracer. I mean, apparently this pose fits her personality more, which is kind of what their whole original point was. But just the fact they went into sexist stuff.
So, what else, is that all you have, or?
Yeah. And now that I know it's going to be on PS4, I'm definitely picking it up. So
just while we're on that topic, this is my part of the news, and so I'll just slip this in real quick. Does anyone and everyone know who Donut Drake is?
yes, he's not going to be in. I'm sorry.
He's not going to be in Uncharted 4.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I almost took your thunder.
Yeah. No, I mean you totally stealing. I don't care.
Which I'm okay. I'm pretty much I'm trying to be on complete media blackout on everything Uncharted 4. So I haven't been watching any of the videos, none of the making ofs. I'm just not. I'm trying to stay completely quiet on it.
Who?
Me.
No, who are we talking about?
So
What kind of
Donut Drake, he was a character, a skin that you could unlock, I think, after you beat the game on normal, where he was just Drake and he was just really fat.
Yeah, it's a fat Nathan Drake.
I didn't.
So
I guess I never unlocked that.
They Neil Druckmann, the guy that's in charge of Naughty Dog, said that the reason that they're not adding it is so they don't offend anybody. Not that they were told to, not that they just decided that they didn't want to add it to this one. So I mean, I could see it, I guess, but
I mean, I'm a fat guy and I don't care.
I wouldn't care either.
It's funny.
Yeah, I don't care either, but I mean, that's their choice, I guess. Like the way the article that I read and what I heard about it, it didn't seem like they were forced to do it or they just decided that, they didn't want to do it for other people. They just seemed like they just didn't want to do it, and I think it kind of used the excuse to not offend anybody.
So they're not changing it as far as we can tell because somebody's trying to get them to change it at this point.
Yeah, I think they just changed it for themselves because they didn't want to do it anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. I could see with this being like the last Nathan Drake game. I don't know if it's going to be the last Uncharted or not, but definitely the last Nathan Drake, apparently, is what they're saying, which makes me sad. I could see them kind of taking it more serious and not putting something like that in it.
Well,
but if it's over the excuses, we don't want to make somebody upset, okay.
Well, they said, Neil Druckmann said that he would not be opposed to another game publisher or, developers making another Uncharted game. But they did not want to make another one.
Yeah, sad.
So,
The Last of Us, here we go.
Yep, Last of Us 3, 4, and 5, and 7, and 8. And you guys better be ready for those.
Well, they're not Ubisoft.
Well, way to hurt me there, buddy. Ruby, what you got, buddy?
I got a little piece of information about the Division patch 1.1. I don't have too much information on it because I just started looking it up, pretty much just right before I came over today, and I wrote a little bit down what I thought was the most important stuff. It's the first major update. It came out today, April 12th. It introduces the game's first, major raid incursion, which is Falcon Lost. It's got more gear. It's got a new loot trading system, weekly missions, and much more that I'm probably not even going to touch on. It's about 5 gigs on the PS4 is what I had seen when I looked up information. So it's probably somewhere around there on the Xbox One and PC. It's a free update. The next one is Conflicts, and it comes out in May. And then I believe everything after that's going to be like paid. You know, you got to pay for DLC basically. Falcon Lost. It's the new incursion available in the. I can't even pronounce that word, but it's in a specific area. I have some terrible handwriting. I'm just going to be honest.
Me too, buddy. I'm glad nobody else sees my show notes other than us at the table.
But you have to be level 30, and you have to have completed the mission General Assembly. And the encounter is basically balanced for 4 players with high-level gear, so you're going to basically want to have completed, I'm going to say, most of the game, if not all, probably, for sure. That's what I was thinking. Now, to trade on here, enemy items that are dropped by any enemies can be shared with other players. You do this by dropping them on the ground, so the players in your party can look at them and pick them up. And they are shareable within the first 2 hours that you have them. So after that 2 hours is up, you can no longer share them with other people. And then they introduced assignments, and that'll be daily, I believe, a daily assignment to do, for each day. And that's pretty much all I got for the Division 1.1 patch update.
Awesome. And I still haven't bought that game. And
I'm probably not going to.
well, with your internet the way it is, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to play it at all anyway.
For sure.
I also have not bought that game and really don't have any want to buy that game.
And with the way your internet is, the way it
Yeah. Although I do kind of want to play Rainbow Six Siege at some point.
Hey, I'll get that back to you, buddy. How about tomorrow?
That'd be fine.
You know what I'm wanting?
Do you want to play Uncharted 4?
Well, yes, which I'm going to be on vacation, like I've said probably 1,000 times already when it comes out.
Yeah, you're super happy about rubbing this vacation thing into our
delivered. Well, I'm excited about that, but delivered to my house while I'm not home. So Patrick's going to be nice enough to pick it up off my doorstep for me. I hope. Otherwise, if you listen to the show and you know where I live, then you know where a free copy of Uncharted 4 is.
Did you also order it, Patrick, or are you gonna play ties for?
I ordered it for Ty.
Yeah, I had to. I didn't have a GameStop account, so I just wrote him a check.
Oh, okay. So you could totally open that up and just play it and beat it while he's gone.
That one's coming to his house, but I ordered the other version off of Amazon.
Oh, never mind then.
But you know what he didn't get? He didn't get the Nathan Drake Uncharted 4 pop figure right up here on the shelf.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like the way it looks. It just.
You know what?
It just doesn't look like Nathan.
This shelf right over here, for those who are watching the video, this is it.
All the way to the ceiling.
All the way to the ceiling. So, I got a wee bit of news.
Sweet.
So, Medical Realities has a new thing, and I know what you're thinking. You're smiling. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, but just the Medical Realities.
Medical Realities, it's a company. They're making a 360-degree high-def virtual reality surgery stream. So you can watch VR in the OR is what they're calling it. On April 14th, 2016. Not that far away. It's going to be a live virtual reality surgery. So the way they said it was you're going to be able to see 360 degrees around you. You're going to get to watch what they're doing, and it's a 70-year-old getting his colon removed.
So that
probably
70-year-old that's getting his colon removed, are they charging anything for this, by the way? Or is it just free?
I didn't see it. It's from Medical Realities, which I believe is like some sort of institution or something like that.
I want to say if I get a free surgery and all I got to do is broadcast it so everybody can see it, I'm totally
no,
in.
he probably has to pay for it. Most of those places where they do like
pay-per-view, man. We need to pay-per-view that stuff.
Well, most of those places where they do like let's teach the med students or whatever
Yeah.
They still have to pay for all that. So I've played this game, and I don't think any of you guys have. Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. It's going to be coming on Steam on also the 14th of April. Big busy day if you have VR and want to play Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. But it's going to be updated, and it's going to fix bugs, and it's going to have extra options like a crosshair for players who have motion sickness. It's going to have visual aid for people for like the phones and the radios. I know you know what I'm talking about. For people who are hearing impaired, and they're also going to have a tilt functionality for mobility issues. So I feel like what they're doing, and I know I feel like they have it for a good reason. But like, if it tells you where the phones and the radios are, then what's the point of having to look for them?
No, it's just so whenever, like, if you're hearing impaired and
you'll see it on the screen. But like, if you're walking around and you see the little phone symbol or little whatever the symbol is going to be on the screen, I mean, you already have subtitles, so I mean that's not that, but it's just like, so then you wouldn't have to look for them. Then you'd just be walking around, and the little emblem or something would be on the screen.
That's true. But like Steam's different than PlayStation because like that was a trophy on the PS4. So
but I mean
that's not a big deal.
Steam has achievements. I don't know if you guys know that or not.
I did.
Okay, I just thought I would throw that out there.
But it doesn't matter. Like, if spoiler alert, the whole point of the game is playing through and hearing the story and hearing all the conversations. Like, because you never see another person in the game. Like,
dang it! It's like, oh wait, well that's not really spoiler. Oh, you don't see anybody? Oh,
so and then you answer the phones and you get a little bit of this information. You answer the radios, you hear the radios or whatever, and you get a little bit of information here and a little bit of information there. So like, if you don't have to look for it, then what's the point of hiding them? Like, I feel like I get it. Like, if they're doing it for the reason of people who are hard of hearing, then that's fine. But I feel like that's kind of an excuse. Or it's a cop out. I mean, you can turn the option off.
Yeah, then it's just for people with hard of hearing.
But
it's not a big deal.
Everyone's gonna turn it on.
Well, if you just want to burn through the game and get the achievements, I guess.
So yeah, everybody's favorite anime, Attack on Titan, is getting a game.
Oh, I was going to talk about
well, beat you to it.
Wait,
You mean another game?
yeah, another game?
the one on PS4.
The
that's
one on
gonna do
PS4.
it?
Yeah, they've been working on it for a while.
Timco Coin.
There's a 3DS game already too, isn't there?
Yeah.
Well, this is a good one.
I think it's going to be a something where you're going to be doing a lot of the same thing, and it's going to get boring.
But it's
That's
gonna
my
look-
guess.
But it's going to look way better, and you're going to have an actual second joystick control your camera.
On the PS4.
Yeah, so I'm
So,
in. Count me in.
The
And
game,
you're gonna be able to slice Titan's necks.
yeah, and legs from what it looked like. You can watch the videos online, the gameplay videos, whatever. It looks really good. So it's coming out on August 30th this year, unless it gets delayed. Hope not. Fingers crossed. And it's going to be completely based on the first season of the anime, not the manga, just straight up anime for people who watch the anime.
Well, then it's already wrote for me.
Well,
Here's the deal, though.
But you didn't get to live it.
Co-op.
What?
So the 4-player co-op, do you know if you're just going to be picking characters that are in the anime, or is it
Yes.
just going to be random characters?
4-player co-op
Yeah.
means Trey and I will get to play together.
Hey.
wait a second. That means me and Adam will play together once, and then never play it again, and then we'll all buy it, and Ruben will never play it.
Well, I mean, just like I was just referring to the quality of internet. Is all I was referring to.
I might be able to get in there a couple times. But all right, it's made by Koei Tecmo, and I wrote down. See, Ruben's not the only one with bad handwriting. It's the makers of Dynasty Warriors, that series, but they did say that it will not play. It'll play completely different than any of the Dynasty Warriors games. So if you're looking at it and you're just like, maybe Ruben hates Dynasty Warriors because it's made by the same company.
But I might like this one.
Yeah. So it's going to play completely different.
So if you love Dynasty Warriors, don't expect that here.
So
Like, the difference in the gameplay is going to be basically like, instead of the one, or like the one versus the many, like in the Dynasty Warriors games where you're like one guy fighting thousands of people. Like in this game, it's more of you're the thousands of people fighting the one guy.
Well, I mean, I think you can only have like up to, I think it's 4 people max to any kind of party that you're running.
Well, yeah, but I'm
Not even just co-op or nothing. I think even campaign wise.
yeah.
I think in the series they only had like what? How many soldiers were there out there fighting Titans? That wasn't a lot.
Yeah, I mean,
There were several groups.
yeah,
of
normally they
5
broke
or
down
so.
to groups of 4 to 5 or 6 or something like that.
Which, speaking of, when does season 2 come out?
Next year, I believe.
So
Can't
I've
get
been
here fast
waiting
enough.
too long.
Well, the reason with that is why we're bringing it up. It has to be. They had a deal with the person that's creating it that the manga has to be 2 or 3 seasons or 2 or 3 installments or something, or however the manga breaks down ahead of television episodes,
Oh,
and
and-
it's currently not.
I
I think
see.
the manga is pretty far though, for sure.
Yeah, like they said that they had to halt production, and then now they just now got production started back up as of a week ago when I was looking or something, or
All right.
maybe 2 weeks ago or something. They said that it's supposed to be out next year sometime.
So my question is, are you able to play as a Titan?
I did not see or read anything where it showed you as a Titan. I don't see why they would let you.
Well, I mean,
Maybe after you beat the game, there might be something.
That's like a major thing in the anime though. Aaron playing as a Titan.
dadgummit, Ruben.
Spoiler!
Spoiler alert!
Ow. I'm sorry, everybody.
This anime
has
is like
headphones on.
Well, also,
2 to 3 years old.
then yes, you do play as Aaron the Titan. I was thinking like the Colossal Titan or
Yeah, no, I
one
was,
of the other goofy-looking ones running around.
Yeah, no, I was trying to refer to Aaron until someone spoiled for everyone who's listening. I'm sorry, folks. Ruben doesn't think before he talks.
I mean,
that's a
you did
joke.
You did yell it into the
That's a joke.
into the microphone.
It's like 3
But all right.
years old.
Buddy.
I'm covering my face with the. Telltale Games will be publishing the game 7 Ways to Die for the PS4 and the Xbox One in June.
7 Ways to Die.
It's already on Steam, so if you wanted to buy it now, you could buy it on Steam.
So can you only die 7 different ways?
Sure. It's a zombie survival game. They said that it's got elements of an RPG, first-person shooter, and a tower defense game.
So it's Dying Light.
Sure.
Or
It was.
maybe it's Fallout because you have your settlements and you put up defenses to defend against raids.
You know, hey, real quick. I have never been raided. My settlement has never been raided. Is that weird?
Is it big enough?
Like, I've got 10 people there,
I don't know.
but my defense is like 50.
I don't know. Normally, you get us missions like, hey, you need to go defend this settlement because something so and so whatever's going wrong. You get a mission for it.
Like, I get missions where I have to go, like, take some guys out before I get a settlement, but I've never had, like, once a settlement's established, raiders come and attack that settlement.
Maybe you're not far enough. Have you advanced very far in this actual story?
Spoilers.
Well, I mean, I got to the point where I met a certain sleuth, and, you know, we went and checked out a thing, like a robot producing thing.
The game's been out for a while. You can just say it.
I don't want to. I hate spoilers.
Oh, that's why they said spoiler alert.
I know, but I refuse to be
Fast
that guy.
forward 2 minutes.
Anyway, fast forward 2 minutes. Here I am, and like we were,
No.
you know, facing down this guy named Kellogg, and like, you know, he kept shooting me and killing me, and no, I'm kidding. So anyway, yeah, like I'm to that point. That's as far as I've gotten.
Never mind.
So I've
Don't
joined the
fast
Brotherhood.
forward 2 minutes.
Yeah, you should be getting some missions for to go defend your areas. I don't know. Maybe you just. I don't know.
You got to go look for these guys like Easter eggs. Like
No, they come to
like a
you.
big hunt.
I do a fairly good job of like killing raiders. Like I've finally gotten to the point where I'm finally
He
feeling
shoots
kind
their
of,
heads off.
yeah, I finally kind of feel powerful.
So he's a raider.
Like I can
Massacre.
kill people with one shot, which makes me feel good about myself.
Well, all right. Back to
Bludgeoning
7 Ways to
them
Die then.
to death.
Yep.
So it was originally a Kickstarter, and it was released on in December 13th, 2013, and it has sold 1.5 million copies on Steam.
A bear.
And if you pre-order it, you're going to get a 5 skin pack from The Walking Dead season 1 and 2 and Michonne. So you don't care, but people who like Telltale games, it's a little perk there. And I got one other piece of news that I got to go to the phone for. Don't worry, it's not a phone call.
The news goes on forever.
No, it doesn't. How come you're standing up for it? Your butt hurt?
You're welcome.
This just
So
in,
said-
Trey's butt hurts.
while he's looking that up, I just wanted to mention that yesterday was Commander Shepard's birthday, and he was negative 138.
I don't understand that reference.
Mass
So
Effect.
I haven't played. No, the negative 138.
That's because he's.
Oh, not born yet. Is that
Yeah.
what? Okay, I got you.
There you go.
I got you.
All right. Former Rockstar North president Leslie Benzies is suing Rockstar or Take-Two. Sorry,
Is that like
Take-Two.
$150 million?
For $150 million.
I
yeah.
seen that.
So he was a valued employee of the company for many years. Sadly, the events that culminated in his resignation ultimately stemmed from his significant performance and conduct issues. Despite our reported efforts to address and resolve these issues amicably, both before and after his departure, Leslie has chosen to take the route in an attempt to set aside contract terms in which he previously agreed to on multiple occasions. His claims are entirely without merit and in many instances downright bizarre, and we are very confident this matter will be resolved in our favor. A core ethos since Rockstar's inception. So what they're saying, like, the guy from Rockstar, that didn't say what his that says representative. It didn't say who it was.
It was Trevor.
Was it?
No. I was just throwing
No,
that
I'm
out there.
I
'cause
know.
Oh, yeah.
Say if it was Trevor, somebody better be dead. Or a bunch of people would be dead. I'm not really sure.
So he claims that he had some sort of sabbatical, and when he came back September 1st of 2014, like they wouldn't let him in the building, and like they basically refused him and told him he had to leave. So I don't know. I mean,
So there's a lot more to this story that we just don't know anything about yet.
well, kinda. I mean, they're saying that the guy could be crazy. So, but
Was he the one that invented Trevor? Because I feel like whoever invented Trevor could be crazy. Maybe.
I don't know. So this is the last thing I'll leave you with on this. It says, while on sabbatical, Mr. Benzies discovered numerous deceptions on the part of Take-Two, Rockstar, and Rockstar North. Sam Hauser and Dan Hauser, who sought to force him out of the company and terminate his portion of royalty payments based upon arbitrary actions by the company's royalty allocation committee, a committee that may or may not have actually ever met. So he's claiming that they never paid him for royalties and basically told him to get lost.
I see.
So
Interesting.
everyone's like, that's stupid.
No, I just wish I knew more of what's going on. It's one of those things like you just wish you knew more. Kind of like when Kojima with oh my gosh, guys, tell me the name. Yeah, I know that, but what was the company that he worked for? Konami, thank you. Kind of like the Kojima and Konami thing. Like I wanted to know what happened on more behind the scenes, but anyway, so yeah.
So now we're on to the topic of the show. The question of the day, if you will.
From a fan?
From Dabo.
Listener? He's
well,
a fan.
he's a listener
He's
and a
fan.
viewer.
I think he's a fan. Deep down, he's a fan.
He's a fan.
And maybe fam.
Yeah, he's definitely a fan, but he might be a fan. I don't. He watches and listens, and so his question was, if you could have a sequel to a game that doesn't have a sequel, what would it be?
Can I go first?
Oh, have at it, buddy.
So this goes back to the PS3, and it's a game that I love, and I know a lot of people love, and it's something that I spend a lot of time with. And the game that I would want to have a sequel to is MAG, and it stood for a massive action game. It was a great first-person shooter, and I would love to have a sequel to that. Sadly, Zipper Interactive, they went under, and I don't know if we'll ever see it. So anyway, that's what I would do is MAG 2.
Ruben? Adam?
I would really love to see a sequel to...
Tyler?
Hang on. Whoa.
Come on, now, spit it out quickly.
Batman Arkham Knight.
But that is a sequel. I thought. Didn't you say?
No,
that
I mean,
didn't
you
have
could
a
do,
sequel
like-
already?
You could do Arkham Knight, I guess. I mean,
Just a new Batman game. It doesn't have to be an Arkham Knight sequel because, I mean, you can't really... Dadgummit, I'm backing myself into a corner with spoilers today for some reason. But, like, like they did with Arkham Origins, I just want a new Batman Arkham game because I love those games. Because I'm Batman.
I can think of 3 different games actually that I would love to see a continuation of. Because one of them is definitely not. Well, 2 of them really aren't sequels at all because they're already more than 2 games or so. But I guess I'm the oldest one here at the table. Spoilers in case anybody didn't know. Anyway, Road Rash. I played a crap ton of that. I still go back and can play a crap ton of that on Sega. I never had it for 64. It's just one game I missed out on. But I would love another high-quality Road Rash game. Would be amazing. Also, I'm probably not... This is one that some people don't want, but Infamous 2... I don't know if you guys remember the ending of that game, especially if you beat it as the good side. I want a continuation of that story. And I'm not going to say what happens because of spoilers and stuff, since there's been a lot of talk of that. But I want to know what happens to Cole. I'm just curious.
was he a minor?
No, he was not. He was not a minor. So, and as for the last one, it was a PS1 game. Ruben, you know what game it is.
Legend of Dragoon?
Legend of Dragoon.
Oh my gosh! I've wanted a sequel for that ever since I played it,
I never got to beat it because when we bought
or
it,
a remake, anything.
Trey bought the game actually from a friend at work or at school. It turns out it's a 4-disc set, guys. We only had 3 discs. I couldn't beat the game.
That happened to me. One of the Final Fantasy games was like that.
Yeah, I was really upset. It's like, dude, there's supposed to be another disc, Trey. Tell your friend. Like, it was at the end of the school year, so we never got to play it.
Yeah.
That is one thing, yeah, for sure, and a remake. But I also have another game. I want a true sequel to Star Wars Battlefront 2. I want like a Star Wars Battlefront 3. That's not garbage.
See, I
Spoiler alert.
So I would like a True Blue sequel. Well, no, just a sequel in general of Star Wars Bounty Hunter.
Oh, I remember that one.
That was a great game where you got to play as Jango Fett. Anyone?
Yep,
Jingo.
yep, for the
Yeah.
PS2.
Yeah, that was a great game. I
And
would.
maybe the Xbox.
I'd also like to see a remake of Knights of the Old Republic.
I don't. For some reason, your voice is not coming through loud at all.
Really? Why
What?
not?
Are you sure it's just not your headset? Because I hear them just fine.
I hear him fine.
No, it's. I'm looking at these actual wavelengths for the recording. They're very small.
They are really small.
Yeah. Well, when you try to talk loud, but most of the time you need to talk louder.
I thought I was talking like this. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you just need to talk louder.
So,
Sorry.
my game. So, like Persona 4, I would want a sequel to. And Persona 5 is not a sequel. Persona 4 wasn't a sequel to Persona 3. I can't remember what game we were talking about. It's kind of like... I can't remember. It's basically they just add a number to the game, and it's not a sequel.
So there is a sequel to Persona 4.
Dancing All Night and like Arena. Those don't.
Arena Ultimax.
I don't count those.
There's Persona Q.
Yeah, that one was close, but I want like a true. Put it back on the Vita. Put it on the PS4. I don't care. I want a true sequel to Persona 4. Not because that was a fighting game and like a dancing rhythm game. Like,
But what would you do with the story from where?
I mean, if you've beat the game, spoilers. Did you beat it?
No.
Okay. Once you beat it, something happens, and you can start the second story after that point.
Yeah, like that's how all Persona games are. They kind of have a after credit scene type story.
Well, I'm just not even in that. I'm just meaning like how it ends. Like how to stay in the story in 4, or Golden is when I played. So I would say that one.
Like, did you get the true ending?
I did. I believe I did. Yeah,
Like
I played it through like 4 or 5 times. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I got the true ending. Yeah.
Because that's the other staple of the Persona series is like each of them has a true ending, which I don't like that. Like I don't like having, a game where you have to.
You're gonna have to talk up or get a little closer to the mic.
I don't like games like that where you have to go and like play the game.
You don't have
multiple
to
times
yell, but at least talk normal.
So anyway, I was saying.
You're gonna have to come up on the mic a little bit.
Didn't you have to do that with Mass Effect 3?
No, Mass Effect 3, you had a choice at the end.
Oh.
Because that's what drives Mass Effect is the basis of choice.
Well, what if you go back through the game and choose something else differently?
Well, you could just like open your save file from, the save.
Is it only towards the end of the game that you get one choice, or can you make a different choice while you're playing the game?
It is literally like the last thing you ever do.
That's the only choice you get.
No, you get choices throughout the game, like who you have in your squad, who you have. Like I played and beat 2, so it's just like if you have these people in your squad and you choose these people to do this and you choose these people to do that, then someone's gonna die, or multiple people will die.
Or if you play the game really well, you can make it to where all people survive.
Or we could totally have a Final Fantasy Tactics on the PS1 remake, like not a remake, but
it's called War of the Lions. It's on the DS.
No. I'm talking about like a sequel to that after everything happens.
Well,
a beautiful sequel.
I mean, sure.
Yeah. Like a $20 game.
Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 4.
Yeah. I mean, all right. I would like to see, like, I know they're already making another one, so I can throw this another Sword Art game.
Hollow Realization coming out later this year.
Like to
going back to Aincrad.
Just an update. I'm at One Piece episode 294, so I am getting pretty close to being halfway done with the show.
You know what? You know what I'm on?
751.
No, 736. I think we just finished 736.
I'm on episode 75.
I'm gonna have to restart it again, so I can get the full story.
So,
though I did.
I have another kinda topic-esque.
You could save it for next week.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Why are you about ready to bail on us?
Well, no, because I have to apparently talk to Trey after this. I can only imagine.
And it's like 9:30, and we still haven't had dinner.
Yeah.
Why'd you take your headset off?
Head home. Well, because I'm trying to rush things a little.
He was hinting.
Oh, okay. Well, you can leave. We'll continue on.
Missed out on my
well,
Chinese.
I'm all right with that, but Trey, we could talk later, Trey.
Shout out to
today.
We've got like a couple of weeks.
Well, I guess.
And if it has anything to do with something specific,
we can. That's fine. I'm fine with that because I still gotta.
We're gonna edit this last bit out.
Can I drop the mic?
Nah, we'll just. We'll continue it on for next show.
Good. This is beautifulness.
We want to spoil the next show.
All right, well, Ruben, since you're ready to bail,
Episode 11, baby.
Since you're ready to bail, why don't you say goodbye real
Say
quick?
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
But don't leave.
Can I drop the mic?
No.
Do you want me to sing?
Bye, everybody. Come back and see us for episode 12.
Happy birthday, Commander Shepard.
I better sing later.
Tyler, you gonna say goodbye?
Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for checking out, watching us, listening, and thank you.
And they can find us on Facebook and Instagram at BlueCase Gaming. The B, the C, and the G are all capitalized. They can find us on Twitter at BlueCase_gaming. And they can find us on YouTube at youtube.com BlueCase Gaming.
They can search our They can find our channel at BlueCase Gaming.
Hey, I'm a champion.
And on my toe.
And so yeah, and they can also listen to us on iTunes and Stitcher and just about anywhere you can get a podcast. And my name is Patrick, and
I don't get to say goodbye.
You already said happy birthday, Commander Shepard, and then that was like your sign off.
Oh well, fine.
Say goodbye then.
Bye everyone.
Bye guys, have fun. Be happy.
And remember, play video games.